for us, this is extremely interesting. This is probably the only time in the history of the dating industry that Eastern European women have come to the United States with a really old school mentality, dropped into a deep end pool that you get to meet. Gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Draga.
My name is Luba, and someone very caring, attentive, and who pay a lot of attention to the details asked in a comment, where's my blue dress? Did Striker actually brought it from Ukraine? And guess what? He did. So finally we're in our office and I'm wearing my blue dress. And the topic for the video today, sorry about that, but I knew that you have to know that. So the topic for the video today is where are the ladies now? So we getting some emails, phone calls, everything, messages, Telegram group. The guys are asking where are the ladies, because is it possible to travel to Ukraine? What's going on? So at the moment it is possible to travel to Ukraine, but we highly not recommend to do it unless you have some emergency. And today I want to share two cases that has happened with us, and maybe it's applicable to you, so we will be happy to help you in this matter. So the case number one were the guy who were coming to Germany for the business trip. He contacted us before and he wanted to come for the rocket tour, but I don't know, for some reason he didn't sign up. He said that he is super busy. He had company based in US and another affiliate in Germany. And so recently I reach out to him and I say, listen, are you still interested in dating? Because we have a lot of ladies in Germany. And he said, definitely. So we jump on call with him straight away and we discuss with him what are the options, how long he's going to be in Germany, where he's going to be. And I said, I'm actually interested and I want to try to match you with the ladies in Germany. So he signed up for the rocket match, 6 dates, and he chose the ladies. And there was one lady in Poland that they start chatting, but anyway, he ended up meeting a lady in Germany. So not in Poland, in Germany. And it was very interesting experience because I thought that, of course, if you have time for the vacation, the same as the guy Marcus that we've been talking to, he actually wanted to come to Europe because he never been outside of US and he want to see the Europe, and also he wants and have time for meeting a lady. This is option number one. Option number two is that if you're planning to come your trip to Europe anyway, but you also were looking and still looking for the lady, it is possible to arrange a date. Does it make sense?
Yeah, I don't want to go too far off the topic of this, but the biggest problem with men wanting to meet women, regardless of the country, but we know Eastern Europe pretty well, is the exposure that you have to women, right? And so a guy, this gentleman, who was coming over and he was working in Germany, but we've had this before. It's guys are coming over and they spend time there. Maybe they're from UK and they have business. One had a business in Ukraine or was working for a business in Ukraine. It's all good and well to say that, yeah, I'm over there, but are you having exposure to women that are over there? That's also the problem in the West as well. But we know in Eastern Europe, well, Ukraine, but now I guess throughout Europe, even Western Europe as well, is that we can create
conditions for you.
Yeah, conditions where you can have exposure quite fast, as opposed to, there's a lot of these channels that say, go to the clubs, use Tinder, go on coffee. This takes time, effort, money as well. And, a lot of people don't have that time, things with say street pickup. I'm fully against street pickup. I've been pretty open about it since the start. And I think that it's a waste of time. Busy men have businesses to run, they have money to make. They do not want to be walking around the street pestering women to see if they can get a phone number so they can somehow, get an ego rush on it, or maybe get to have sex, because that's really all it's for. But when it comes to, if you are already going over to Europe, to Germany, maybe it's for work, maybe it's vacation, maybe it's just you found a random cheap pop-up email that says flights to Europe for $299, why not go and have 6 dates over a space of 5 days, or 12 dates over a space of 2 weeks, something like that?
But if you're seriously looking for that, because our ladies are looking for the serious relationship, for the long-term relationship, and it's not that, if you're planning for a vacation,
yeah, okay,
and then you just want to meet some ladies, it's not what we're doing. Because even though a lot of guys may be thinking that, oh, the ladies in Ukraine, they're now desperate, they want to date anybody, they want to date like just to get out of the country. It's not true. At the moment, I'm working with a lot of guys, and I would just been showing to strikers. So one of the guys, he got like 6 days package. Of course, my red book is with me. So there's the list of the ladies that he chose. And, you know, I always recommend to choose 20, 30 ladies, and then we choose the best one, like 6 for them. And some of them saying no, like some of them saying yes, and it's good. So don't think that...
There's not much difference between now and then.
Absolutely, for me, no.
Now and
like,
before.
Definitely zero difference for me. According to like, oh, the ladies now willing like bigger age gap, or they're looking for just somebody. No, it's not true. So please don't have this mindset. It's really very important. And so this is case number 1, when the guy was planning his trip to Europe, to Germany, and he contacted, like I actually contacted him, and so remind him about us. And the second case is that when we have quite a few ladies in US at the moment. And I will explain you why. So at the beginning of the war, and like the topic of this video is where are the ladies? At the beginning of the war, the ladies, because at the beginning, everybody were trying to stay somewhere closer to the border to be able to go back anytime soon. Month, 2 months, everybody thought, you know, it's the maximum that it will go for, and they will be able to go back. So a lot of ladies were in Poland. Now, when everything is taking so long, and we understand that, you know, people need to get settled a little bit, and by that I don't mean that they're not planning to go back to Ukraine, but I mean that they need, you know, for kids they need better school, so they can't stay, for example, in some village in Poland that has no schools, or they need to take like 2-hour train to get there. They need to go to language classes that most of the ladies start doing when they went to any country, but maybe they're now thinking, okay, I maybe need German more than Polish, for example. They're also looking for the place that has like financial support and job opportunities. Because we have guys for the Rocket Match, and I'm doing the calls now, and I hear that a lot of ladies at the moment, they start finding job in Europe that I'm very, very proud of, but they are getting jobs, like they try to find that. And so, because they understand that they will not be able to come to Ukraine anytime soon, they getting further. And so some ladies at the moment are in US. That from one hand is good, from other hand is bad, because they just lose hope in Ukraine for a little while, but I know that Ukraine will win and everything gonna be good. But I just remember about also another guy, he was like commenting on one of the video, I messaged him, and so I knew that some ladies are in US, and I knew that he was kind of like a little bit skeptical about traveling, and oh, will I meet somebody, will I not? So for me it was extremely interesting to arrange a date while the ladies in US and the guys in US. It was my one like first experience in this circumstance, and it was very interesting. So if you are in US and you kind of like don't have time, like this guy was not able to leave US because he's building house. He said like, I can't leave because I'm in the process of checking everything. So it was very interesting, and a lot of ladies now visiting their like family members. Like one of the lady, her sister is married to American guy, so she moved there. Another staying with a friend, another staying with some auntie, uncle. So people trying to find some relatives now to stay with, because in Europe they were able to stay with some families, but how long can you stay with a family that is completely strange for you, like strangers, right? So it is very, very difficult. And now they try to find some relatives all over the planet to stay with them. So some of the ladies, I'm not saying that a lot, but maybe like 10 ladies are in US, and it's also possible to date them. And I think it's extremely interesting that now they're in your time zone, in your you know, in your frame totally.
And like I don't know what the stats are. You can probably look them up online of how many women went to United States from Ukraine after the war started. And I guarantee it's in the thousands. You know, you have to be in the thousands. You know, and we've got Alexandra coming up soon, as if she's a guest on the show. But we've got her, which is, if you guys have followed some of the other videos before, she was the friend of Vaughan, our client's wife, and then they went over there. So we want to give her an opportunity to see what's out there, because she's also done Tinder dating and stuff like that, and we want to ask her.
Yeah, she said that she removed the app. It's a little bit of a teaser.
We want to see the difference between dating American guys and Eastern European guys.
But very nice ladies. All of them speak English. You know, they already there. It's much easier to meet. So don't miss your chance. I think I would definitely do that. Like if
look, it's an option. Okay, so here's the thing, right? You know, make a decision and go, okay, I'd like to meet an Eastern European woman, say from Ukraine, who has this old school mentality. because of the socioeconomics of that country, and she has to have that mentality in order to survive. But now she's in your country, right? So she's still looking for a leader in the relationship. She's still looking for a man to solve the problems. She's looking for a man to come and get her, right? So it's not about that she's now American. I guarantee she's far from an American woman or Western woman. You don't have to go to Eastern Europe, Ukraine. You can simply go on a date. Maybe you got to travel to another state or whatever, right?
But it's like it shouldn't be any problem.
If you can't travel to another state and you want to date an Eastern European woman, there's something seriously wrong with your mindset, okay? So, but anyway, if that's something that's appealing to you, why not drop us an email and we'll see what we can do. Because for us, this is extremely interesting. This is probably the only time in the history of the dating industry that Eastern European women have come to the United States with a really old school mentality, dropped into a deep end pool that you get to meet. If you have that idea, if you have that thought, why not do it?
And stay tuned, because Alexandra will come up to our show soon and she will talk.
She's going to be a guest on our show, right?
Very nice lady, 36 years old, a little teaser at the moment in Utah, and open to date a good and sincere man. And we'll see you in the next one.
We'll see you later.